Alright, y'all, welcome to another episode of the Dirt series, the detailing in real time. Today's video is going to be about ceramic coating, starting the ceramic coating process of this track day Mustang. Just did the final inspection and the final wipe down to make sure that we are ready to go. This car will be getting Gtechniq C1. Not sure if y'all can see that or not, but I'm going to walk you through the process of ceramic coating this car on the entire hood. That way y'all understand exactly what is needed to get this thing ceramic coated. Some of these ceramic coatings can be vehicle specific, if that makes sense. Maybe not vehicle specifics. Some of these ceramic coatings can be they're chosen by what the car does. Some of them are more finicky than others. Some of them are harder than others. Some of them stand up to some abuse more than others. It's all about finding a balance between what the customer does with the car and what I use for my coating system. That is why each car is different. So we will get this opened. It's a brand new bottle of C1, and I have an auto fiber applicator saver. This is what we'll be using to apply, and then I have 3 towels. So most ceramic coating should really go on with a multiple towel method. Most of the time it's going to be 3. I use 3 towels. We have initial wipe off once the ceramic coating is applied and has some flash time. We have the second, which pulls and levels most of it all the way, and then we have a third, which is a low pile specific towel from the rag company. This is called the Pearl Nano. This is to get any leftover high spots or anything left behind, any kind of haze that the ceramic coating may have left behind. I also coat in a hot, unair conditioned shop, which means that my coating process, I end up using quite a bit of ceramic coating on the applicator. I do want to do one entire panel at a time, so I'm going to do the entire hood and then go over and do and wipe off the entire hood all at the same time. I don't like to split the hood anymore like I used to. The only thing I'm not going to do, if y'all can see, I am not going to do the vent in this video. That's going to be a little more tedious, take a little bit more time. I want to be able to be sure I can slow down and do that the right way. So here we go. All we're doing is actually, let's get this blown out. Okay. Now we're just pouring this on there. This has to be primed, so there's quite a bit that goes on the very first time. So I always give 2.5 or 2 to 3 runs through it, and then I go to the car. So all we're doing here is just we're making a square basically, or a rectangle as best you can for where the coating needs to be applied, and you make your what is called the river. The river is for whenever I start doing this, it's grabbing fresh coating and moving it along the panel as I go. So just this process has to go a little bit quick because it is fairly hot in here, but you just need to make sure you're being as thorough as possible. I will explain to you why in just a minute. That's probably a little too much, but that's fine. So hot shop versus cold shop, or air conditioned shop I should say, is just the difference between using a lot of coating and using not so much coating. It tends to flash a little bit faster in the heat and humidity, which is fine. You can still coat in here. You just have to adjust for temperature and humidity. Good Lord. That stuff is just coming out quick. So, well, at least the pad will be nice and prime. So we go over here to the second side. I just realized I forgot to make the river on the last one. I failed. So I don't really worry about which way you go whenever you're wiping the coating in. You're not buffing the coating in. All you're doing is applying it. This stuff's going to come out fast. Okay, we're good. So all you're doing is applying it. You're not buffing it in. You don't need to wipe it in. You just need to get it onto the surface and get it ready to be removed. It's a white car. It's genuinely difficult to tell where the hell the ceramic coating is at. Again, this is just you going relatively quickly, but just being thorough. Take the damn time. Alright, so that is it for application. Now, Gtechniq C1, it says on the bottle you can wipe it off, or apply it and then wipe it right off. I do bigger sections even when it's hot, just to give it a little bit of extra flash time. I have installed quite a bit of Gtechniq C1, so I'm familiar with its how to just basically how to make it work for you instead of work against you. So we take the first towel, and you have to remember, once you assign a towel, it stays the first towel the entire time. So we wipe from the edges of where we applied all the way around. So you wipe from the edges in, okay? So now this one is just here to wipe the bulk of the coating off before we really do start the leveling process. So take that same side, go over to the second section, which is the other half, all the way down from the edges. And we come all the way back up that. Make sure you're really digging into your corners, into your body lines, because those will be high spot city. Did I do this down here? I did. Okay. So I just need to finish leveling that. That's got the initial level, and you can already see that it's starting to come off the panel completely, but it's not 100% done. Usually the second towel, and again, second towel, once it's been assigned to towel number 2, it stays towel number 2. The only time this ever changes is if towel number 1 gets really full of coating and needs to be changed out, then towel number 2 can become towel number 1, and you get a new towel number 2. Towel number 3, always towel number 3. Follow the edges. Just be thorough. You're not trying to remove the coating from the paint that's already bonded. You're just leveling. Takes just light to medium pressure. Dig into all your corners and all your edges. Okay. And that's pretty much it for that. Go back around here. All the way down. And then all the way up to this edge. Okay. Dig into all your corners. The gloss is really starting to come through from this coating. This coating adds quite a bit of gloss. It's really nice. I choose Gtechniq C1 for cars that are outside, cars that tend to lead a little bit of a harsher life. This is a track day car, so it's going to be out there getting the absolute piss beaten out of it. I don't want to choose something that you really do need to pay attention to and take care of. Alright, that's towel number 2. We'll move on to towel number 3. This is the crucial towel, especially for applying ceramic coatings in an unair conditioned shop or in a hot shop. This will get into and remove any hazing. This will get into your corners like you need to. There's a little bit of a high spot right there. It starts to work on and knock down the high spots without removing the coating. This is what you need at the end, because you do not want high spots. Let me explain to y'all how fun high spots are not. Is that good enough? I hate high spots, but I'm not exactly perfect at it. I just do as best as I can to not have any. And on this car is white, so it can be decently hard to see where they're at. So you just take it all the way to the edge, all the way along these lines. Dig into your corners and your edges as best you can. Come all the way around here. I don't know if y'all can see how much y'all can see on your phone or on the screen, wherever y'all are watching. Because this is a track day car, there is all kinds of stains. I probably removed, 98% of them, 99% of them, but I keep running across stuff that just doesn't leave. Most of them I had to polish out, but there's still the stragglers that remain behind that I threw the entire shop at and nothing happened. It's fantastic detailing cars sometimes. Get all the way in here. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it as far as applying ceramic coating, applying Gtechniq C1. Every time. So, just a pro tip, every time you stop moving, so when you go from here and come back, that's a high spot. You need to try not to do that. It's not as big of a problem with this towel, but it's something to pay attention to. Alright, that's it. I'm going to get on with coating the rest of this car. As always, like and subscribe. I will see y'all on the next video. Junction Auto app.